Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, Idaho, Illinois, Michigan, Montana, Oregon, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you. Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by Tomahawk'd.com.
What is up? Welcome back to Tomahawk'd. I am your host, Rob Fox, joined as always by Dan Hollaway, and we're here to talk some Atlanta Braves baseball. I actually forgot to watch the game yesterday. I forgot it was a day game, and like an early day game. I was like on Twitter, and it was like Braves win 5-2. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, what? It was like an 11 a.m. Well, I guess noon game there.
Yeah. But, yeah, I didn't watch it.
I was pissed.
I watched the highlights.
Shaver.
Yeah, he's a solid rotation guy now, which is weird because he's 22.
He threw a hell of a game against the Nats. Fair enough, but he threw a great game.
Well, this is his, I guess you could say, 5th really good game in a row.
Yeah.
8 innings. Well, the Reds one was real nice. 8 innings. Walked. He was a little wild, but only gave up 1 hit. Struck out 5. No runs in 8 innings. Took a no-hitter into the 8th, actually.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was one of the games I wasn't able to catch in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, and then against Pittsburgh, also not a great offense, but Cincinnati is not great, but they have a lot of hitters.
They're good enough. Yeah, absolutely.
Pittsburgh's not exactly a murderer's row, but he carved them up pretty good. And then yesterday against Washington, who they're going to be really good at some point in the near future. They've still got to put some pieces around, especially in pitching. But Abrams, they got Ahmed Rosario, who's like a good two-way player, plays good defense, steals a lot of bases. And Abrams and Wood especially they're like really good.
Yeah.
They're 2 of the best guys in baseball under 25 years old right now.
I think people forget because they're kind of shitty right now, but it's relatively the same organization it was that built that team that won the 2019 World Series, which was, other than Scherzer being a free agent signing,
it was mostly homegrown.
Yep.
Yeah. Turner and all those guys.
Yep.
They trade rape the fuck out of the Padres. The Padres have always sucked at trades, though.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember what they got for Ozzie Smith back in the day, but the fact that you traded the best defensive shortstop of that generation for essentially nothing.
The Braves trade raped the Padres on. We got Max Fried for Justin Upton, I think.
Yeah.
And Craig Kimbrell or something like that. Yeah. When we were doing our little fire sale in 2014 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be good. C.J. Abrams is great. I mean, I would love to steal that dude, but that ain't going to happen. They would be out of their mind. I mean, it would be great to get a shortstop of any kind, but it seems unlikely we're not going to get one this year. We're gonna have to do something about the bullpen, but the rotation looks really good.
The rotation's been excellent so far. Offense still whatever, but that's kind of what I want to talk about to start the show, because we got back. The Braves are back to 500 after their abysmal start to the season. They've clawed their way back to 500, and thanks, Dan. Appreciate that.
Yeah, they're 3.5 games back of Philly, so don't talk shit. You guys have one of the best lineups in baseball, and you still can't win games.
The Cardinals are a problem.
They're actually better than they should be. I don't know what's going on there. They have a horrible staff.
Oh, God. It's not a good team, and they are just killing people right now. It's odd. You did win the series finale, I think, though, didn't you?
I think we lost the series.
You lost the series, but I think you won Game 3.
I think 2.
Because I saw that the other day. Yeah, the Cardinals are playing oddly well, which sucks because I was kind of hoping that they would be sellers of like Sonny Gray or something like that.
Give it time.
Yeah.
This can't last forever. I mean, they're getting crazy performance out of Newt Barr. He's got 7 home runs and 24 RBI already. Like he's never done. Well, maybe he's coming into it now.
He's sturdy. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player, but he's like 15 home runs, not 35.
Yeah.
But
So,
Rob, to
TBD.
correct you, we won the first half of the doubleheader, got smoked in the second.
Oh, okay.
Because Aaron Nola is ass.
Is the Nola train finally?
It was
He's
over
been
2 years
ass.
ago, to be
Yeah.
honest. And then another head scratcher with these guys is Jordan Walker. He's supposed to be like this elite generational talent, and he can't hit.
The Cardinals fans I've seen online and my friends, they've kind of given up on Jordan Walker at this point. They're like, I don't think he's going to figure it out. He's been sent down to AAA on and off the last couple of seasons to try and get his bat right, and it's just not getting right. Giving me big Hayward vibes at this point. I think he's still pretty good. He's not as good as Hayward defensively, but I think he's still like solid.
I mean, he's got a hose,
Yes, that he does.
so TBD. If
But
that
yeah,
matters,
the Cardinals been a solid year. But back to the Nats before we go to the Braves. Yeah, they're kind of such a nondescript, almost like Tennessee Titans-esque baseball team in terms of like feeling like they're barely real because they're kind of just like their uniforms or whatever. They're plain Jane. It's like their stadium's really mid apparently. Very competent organization, and that they're going to be a player in the division again really, really soon. I would say I agree with that. The Braves,
but he can't. I'm looking at Walker's on Fangraphs for fastball, for cutter, for splitter, for sinker, for slider, for curveball. He is negative wins above replacement on all those pitches. And the only thing he hits well is a knuckle curve, which he's barely seeing because who throws it.
So he's hit a knuckle curve.
And then change-ups. He hits change-ups well.
Okay.
So really, he's just not picking the ball up.
Right.
That's what's happening because he's late on everything.
So if you don't throw it fast and it doesn't move a ton, he
yeah.
will crush it.
They should, honestly, they should take him to the eye doctor and see if his vision's fucked up.
Dude, I mean, maybe. If you're doing that bad on every single level,
The only thing he's hitting are changeups, and he's hitting them well. He's got a .6 wins above replacement just on changeups.
Right.
And everything else, he's in the negative.
So just throw him gas.
Yeah, of course. That's how you attack it. But as a player developer, you're like, okay, well, now I've got data. What am I doing with this?
Yeah.
You shouldn't balance the entirety of your team on analytics because this is a game of feel for sure and situational stuff. But that's a pretty good indicator
It shows you what
something's wrong.
Shows you what he's not feeling.
Yeah.
Which is almost everything.
Yeah. That's the thing. If you've got a negative WAR on the fastball specifically, that means you're not picking the ball up out of his hand. That's all that means.
Right. Especially if you're hitting the changeup, because again, the changeup's supposed to look like a fastball.
Yeah, tunnels. So I mean, that's the same pitch. You're just late on that fastball. That's what that means.
Yeah.
So for me, there's a drill that you can do to fix this, and if it is indeed fixable, and what you do is you start at 60 feet 6 inches with 100 miles per hour, and you throw that, boom, and he's got to hit it. You just track it, and then you bring it into 50 feet, still 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And he's got to track it and hit it as best he can, right? Then you bring it in to 40 and 30 feet, all the way in. That's still 100 miles per hour. Then you start to back it back up slowly. That's the drill to solve this problem.
Make it look slower,
Yep.
basically. Make it.
It just trains your brain to see, there's 100 pitches at that. You don't even have to swing at them. You just have to look.
Yeah.
It's like track them back every single time. And then when it goes back to 60 feet, now it's like your brain has built a map for what it looks like when it comes out of the hand.
Yeah.
That's just how your brain works. So, I mean, you can solve this problem. He's a big guy, 6'5", with a big-ass swing, right? You see these guys that are super tall with big swings, they don't last very long in Major League Baseball, even when they do have a lot of success. Jason Worth is a good example. Jason Bay, another good example.
Yeah.
Around 32, he was done.
Yeah.
Right, just big loopy swing.
Which is one of the things I loved about Freddie Freeman, who has an OPS over 1,000 this year, because he has a nice compact swing that was clearly going to age well. Whereas Olsen, who I still like, long swing, kind of a looping swing. Younger, at least, still. But yeah. So the Braves, I've kind of been looking at their record the whole time and the whole year, and I've been like, okay, what would their record be without that 0-7 start at this point, at this point, at this point? So I did that when they got back to 500, which they're at now. Without the 0-7 start, they're 22-15, which is a .595 winning percentage. They have not had their best hitter all year. Mm-hmm. They, for all intents and purposes, have not had their best pitcher all year. They have been without their number 4 starter all year, -1 start. Mm-hmm. And they're playing at a 96 win pace since that 0-7 start. I think this might be a legit ball club.
Yeah, I mean, the pitching for sure.
Yeah.
Not the bullpen. Although there are people in the bullpen that are doing really well. Pierce Johnson is having a very good season. Just consistently good.
He closed a game the other day, but I think that was because Iglesias was not available.
And we did, if you weren't paying attention, trade for Rafael Montero from Houston, who's got a lot of playoff experience.
Okay.
With them.
I did not see that, actually.
Yeah, he's thrown a couple games for us. I think 11 innings so far. Given up a couple of runs, but and the times where he's been on was unhittable, which is what we were used to seeing when he was in Houston. I think he's just kind of getting tuned up a little bit. Dylan Lee's been great. Pierce Johnson's been great. We definitely need to go out. I don't think we need to do anything to the rotation probably this year. I think Holmes probably slots in at 5 once everybody's healthy, or 5-6, because Strider, Sale, Schwellenbach, and AJ Smith-Shawver, and then Reynaldo Lopez will be involved. They're all like, Strider is coming back soon. He's not going anywhere unless he gets hurt. Lopez, same deal. Like, he's good. So
he's all-star break, right? I think we said.
Yeah. So we've got 6 starters with success. I mean, Grant Holmes is a little bloated this year, but his WHIP is still 1.18. His ERA is a little high, but his WHIP's still 1.18. So he's just been unlucky a couple times probably. Well, he's hung some pitches because he's given up 9 home runs already. Yeah, that's been his problem.
And he's still a young guy too. I mean, like AJ Smith-Shawver and Holmes and Schwellenbach are like a combined 68 years old. Or something.
I think Holmes is 29.
Oh, is Holmes older? Okay. Yeah, he looks 40, so it's hard for me to tell.
Shawver is 22, Schwellenbach is 24, Strider is 24. Yeah. Or 25 maybe.
Oh, he is 29. God, well, he looks at, I mean, Grant Holmes looks 40.
Strider's 26, yeah. So, I mean, the middle part of their rotation is all 26 and younger. Yeah, so that's good.
You wouldn't want to, so this team is already, this is where I'm at with this right now. Would it be just tweaks to the team going forward? Because there's 2 major things to think about. One, the offense, not where it needs to be, but it's about to get a huge boost. We'll talk more about that in a minute with Acuña coming back. And 2, yeah, the bullpen's not fully solid, but we have this redundancy at catcher, and Murphy's probably at the peak of his value. I mean, I don't think Murphy's going to be more valuable going forward in like a year or in the offseason, right? I mean, do you move Sean Murphy, and what would you even want for him? Because I do not, like we said, shortstop is not on the table. What do you do to get this team continue playing at a 96 win pace? Just, I mean, I guess at this point you have to stand pat and see where the cards fall when Strider and Acuña are fully back.
Yeah, I mean, you would need. I don't know that there's a big enough upgraded shortstop that would be available, but Murphy's under contract with a club option through 29.
Yeah.
So he's definitely at the peak of his value right now. But the fact is, Drake Baldwin's better. I don't think it would be hard to convince me otherwise at this point because he's hitting .313 versus left-handers. That was the concern about him.
Right.
Maybe he can't hit lefties because he's a lefty. It's like, well, that's obviously not the case.
I mean, he needs to be in the lineup every day.
Yeah, he's got an .853 OPS against lefties. So yeah, let's.
And is it luck? Let me check his BABIP real quick because if anything, he's progressing to the mean because he started out like 0 for 18. And now he has these numbers with I think it was 0 or 1 for 18 start. It's just...
Well, the last 30 days, he's hitting 476. In the last 15 days, he's hitting 609 with a 1565 OPS.
I mean, his on-base percentage for the year with that bad start is 407. Mm-hmm. He's slugging 573. You can't leave this guy out of the lineup. Even though Sean Murphy's good, it would feel like, unless you got an absolute fucking stud under a good contract, it would feel like a waste to trade Sean Murphy just for bullpen help.
No, you would need a front-end starter.
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, that's what I would be looking for. Somebody we'll see how the season progresses. Right now, I think there's just too much.
It's too early.
It's too early, but I'll say this. Arizona's they're inching closer to being irrelevant. And it's not necessarily their fault, but the Dodgers, Padres, and Giants are all playing ahead of them, and the fourth-place team in a division doesn't make the playoffs. I don't care what season it is.
Yeah.
That math just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So right now they're only 2 games back of the Giants. But if we get into the All-Star break and there's 7-8 games back of the third-place team, which seems likely, to be honest, I think there's a decent chance that guys like Fat or Gallen or Burns or somebody become available. I don't know that for sure. I don't know what their long-term strategy is.
What's Corbin Burns' situation right now, contract?
I think he signed a 3-year deal.
I'm not. 6.
Oh well,
6-2-10.
Yeah, that's a lot. That would be a lot of salary for us to take on. Although Sean's got a pretty decent contract too, so that would offset some of it. Gallen, Burns, both good options. And then, maybe if they were into it, they have that young shortstop, Perdomo, who's really good. I don't know if they would be willing to give him up.
I would find that unlikely. I mean, I think they're trying to build around Perdomo and Burns and or not Burns. Who's their outfielder?
Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll, yeah. And a couple other guys. But I mean, it would feel like if you trade Sean Murphy, it would need to be for an absolutely like a number 2 starter.
Yeah, and there's a bunch out there that are having success this year that could be available, depending on where you look. I think Lopez over at Washington is something, but he's a little older. Let's see.
What about Mackenzie Gore from Washington? Is he available?
I hope not. I don't care. I don't want him. So an interesting one that probably wouldn't happen because they're in first place right now, but I just don't believe in them, is the Mariners they have good pitching, including Luis Castillo, who is 32, and I just don't know how the Mariners hang on in that division.
No, the Rangers and Astros and maybe even the A's. That's a really competitive division this year. The A's have been exceptionally good.
Yeah, and it feels like they feel like a bubble team for the playoffs, right? Which would mean they wouldn't be trading if they were a bubble team.
Yeah, but they do have Jacob Wilson at short.
Yeah.
But we're not trading Sean Murphy back to Oakland or whatever that team is.
We got him from Oakland, yeah.
Yeah, that's
not Seattle's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think the White Sox have anything left on their team, nor do I think they would want to start with a catcher who's at Sean Murphy's age anyway.
Yeah.
I think they would just want prospects. Boy, do the Orioles have anyone? I don't know what the fuck is going on over there. But they don't need a catcher.
I mean, they've got great players. I just don't know.
They
definitely don't need a catcher. Unless they wanted to get him for a DH and then to back up Rutschman, which wouldn't be a dumb play, but Ryan O'Hearn is their DH and he's pretty good. So.
Yeah. It would be I don't know who actually one of the few natural trade partners in terms of position would be the Cardinals because they don't really have they moved Contreras to first base. So I don't even know who they're playing at catcher right now, but I assume it's a replacement level dude.
It's Ivan Herrera, and he's puttered around. He's a better hitter than a fielder, honestly. He's hitting 385 this year.
Okay.
So they're not going to move him off there.
Yeah.
If they've made that commitment. Anyways.
Well, who's their DH?
Alec Burleson.
Okay, so might do something there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to even think about who the trade partners would be, but I think if you want to stay on a 96 win pace, you have to cut out that redundancy and put strength somewhere else in the lineup. Mm-hmm. Whatever that may be. I don't know. Maybe it's even taking a home run swing for fucking something like, if they actually have the balls to do it, something like Mike Trout. I know that's a big thing, but something. You can't just sit there. I know injuries are important and stuff like that, but I can't see them continuing this pace without killing that redundancy and fixing, or like just making something else stronger that needs to be stronger. Whether it's the rotation, because Strider's still a question mark to me. Lopez isn't even back yet. A.J. Smith-Shawver's pitched a couple good games in a row, but against who? Mm-hmm. I like Grant Holmes a lot, and I agree with you. He's been unlucky. It just feels like the rotation's probably the spot because I don't think the outfield should be fine, honestly, as constructed with once Acuña's back with a Verdugo, Eli White platoon.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have an issue with that. I mean, honestly, it would be nice to... At some point, we've got to get a shortstop. When I mean at some point, I mean within the next couple of years, because...
Is Nacho not going to be the...
He can't... I don't think he's got the arm to play short, but... TBD, maybe... I think their plan is to slot him in at second base and let
Ozzie
go at some point.
I think Ozzie's... I love Ozzie Albies. Will forever love Ozzie Albies, but I think he's getting to the end of his usefulness. And it makes me feel even worse that we signed him to, like, 8 magic beans for, like...
I mean, he's only 28, but he creates a lot of torque with his lower body to hit the ball hard, and it hasn't been working this year. But he's still kind of recovering from an injury, too, so... he's got a little latitude. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we have our own Perdomo, Jose, who we signed when he was 14. He's 18 now, and he's playing rookie ball, and hit 250 in rookie ball this year. He's hitting 320 in rookie ball this year with good pop, 775 OPS. He's 18. He's a child.
Yeah.
We don't expect to see him. Like right now, he's listed to come up in 2029, which probably means next year, to be honest. Maybe 27.
Yeah.
But the Braves position players always show up ahead of time for some reason. I mean, they have good development there, but yeah, there's another, what's this dude's name? John Gill, who's 19. He's an A-ball right now. He's got a little pop, steals bases. He's got 24 steals already this year. He's fast as fuck.
Yeah.
He's playing in Augusta. But I don't know if he's ready to hit Major League pitching for the next couple years. TBD. I don't know who the free agents are either. I mean, the Braves are not good at signing free agents.
No.
Like they've had bad luck with it too.
Yeah.
Like, who are the big free agent signings that came over and actually were good, like needle movers for us? I'm talking about the last 25 years. Actually, if you go back 30 years, it was Maddox. We traded for McGriff.
Yes.
We signed Galarraga. I guess that was a big one for us.
I mean,
and then Sale.
Most of our big people have been trades.
Yeah, trades are homegrown.
Yeah, it's really not a ton of free agent signings. Here's the shortstop class for 2026 for free agents. Bo Bichette, who we had interest in this offseason.
Sure, to sign him to a deal that we get to choose, that would be fine. But he's not worth, like, if Toronto wanted us to take him off their hands. They got to give us a pitcher too, right? He's not like that's not a straight trade.
No. Not for Sean Murphy, certainly.
Maybe Bassett or Gosman. That would be good.
Here's a sort of interesting one, although he hasn't been very good, and I kind of want to stay away from him because I think he's a product of where he used to play. Trevor Story has an opt-out this year. Hasn't been the same since he left Coors Field. Kim, Hae-Sung Kim. Orlando Arcia is a free agent. He can go.
Yeah.
Miguel Rojas, free agent. Isaiah Kiner Falafa, free agent.
I don't know what he's doing this year, but he's been okay for the Yankees a couple of years.
And then Ahmed Rosario and Paul DeJong.
Ugh. It's bleak.
It's not an incredible class.
Wait, where does that falafel kid play now?
I do not recall off the top of my head. Let me see here.
He used to play with the Yankees.
Pittsburgh?
Oh, boy. No wonder I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, no joke. He's 30 also. I don't know that. I love that. It's not a great class. Not really what I want to see. It's going to have to be homegrown, basically. I mean, Miguel Rojas is fucking 36. It's just, there's not a lot there. It might just be maybe we can get Bo Bichette on a decent deal, or otherwise we're waiting for those guys to come up, or making a trade in the offseason. Overall, because I know we've been pretty bleak on this stuff for a while, have you been encouraged by what you've seen from the Braves since the 0-7 start with that record in mind?
I'm encouraged that the young pitching is starting to develop. Schwellenbach had a couple of bumps, but his whip for the year is 107.
Right.
And the last month of Smith-Shawver has been very good.
Yeah.
So I'm very encouraged by those two things, especially when Lopez and Strider come back.
And Sale seems to have regained form.
Yeah, he just hit, I thought it was an injury, but it was just his arm slot. And now he's got 28 strikeouts in his last 3 games.
Right.
Which is what we expect from the guy. He looks fine too, so it's like the starting pitching is about as good as you're going to get once everybody's healthy. Plus you have a couple of additional guys. I'm not super happy with the closer. TBD on that, though. I mean, it comes and goes. He's a field pitcher, so if his changeup's working, he's good. If it's not, he's not good.
And he's moved more towards contact and away from strikeouts over these last few years, or the last year and a half, I guess you could say. So I looked up his BABIP just to see if he was getting unlucky, and it's about on par, 300. So if a ball's going in play, it's roughly. I mean, relievers are usually a little lower on the BABIP than a starter, but it's been. I wouldn't call him. It doesn't feel like he's been unlucky. I would have to see what the velo on the hits are, I guess, to see if he's getting like Max Fried would get a lot of times, just dinked and dunked and that kind of unlucky shit. But for the most part, it seems like it's just been a rough start for Iglesias, and hopefully he brings it back. But I overall, the pitching has been great, and the number one thing I've been happy about, even though I'm not overall happy about the offense, is that I've said this before on the show. They've been finding ways. They've been doing just enough at the exact right time. They've been a great late inning team. Get Acuña back there at the top and start slotting Verdugo to 9 or 8 or something like that, and it becomes, I think, again, a really dangerous lineup.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, they should put Nick Allen or Luke Williams, whoever's playing shortstop, at 7, because that's where your worst hitter should hit.
Yeah.
The least opportunities to drive in runs or to extend innings comes in the 7 hole statistically. But I would like to see those other guys at the back end. We'll see. It's gonna, I assume, take. It's going to take Acuña a little bit of time to settle in. I mean, you'll be able to tell right off the bat if he's going to come out quick or not, because he's the same kind of hitter as Austin Riley. When he's not on, he takes fastballs right down the middle. Yeah. And he pulls off of fastballs that are down the middle and pops them up. and then swings at garbage low and away.
Yeah.
It's the same hitter. Both of those guys do that exact same thing. Riley's been good lately. He's hitting 300 in May. Drake Baldwin's hitting 609 in May.
It's solid. It's good. And by the way, one other thing that's gone overlooked, although I think I was reminded of it the other day by the broadcast after Harris made that ridiculous catch, least errors in baseball for the team. So the defense has been there.
Yeah.
It's been a great defensive team, great pitching team. Bullpen has its moments. I think this team's really, really close to being something dangerous. I still don't believe in the Mets. I'm far more concerned about the Phillies than I am about the Mets.
The Braves' entire infield has a positive defensive WAR, 0.8, 0.8, 0.3, and 0.4 respectively.
Take that all fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
And obviously Harris is good. Eli White's a pretty good outfielder, and Murphy and Baldwin are both good.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God, Baldwin had another gun to second base the other day. I mean, he is, again, it's just a crime that he can't play 6 games a week.
Yeah. He can, but.
Yeah.
Like, I seriously think they got to look into something here pretty soon.
Yeah. I completely agree. Speaking of getting the lineup back on track, Acuña crushing at AAA. He's playing at Gwinnett for the Stripers. What's his ETA?
Strider?
No, Acuña.
Oh, Acuña. That's a good question. I mean, it was supposed to be originally the 1st of June.
Yeah.
But that seems that he's not going to do 2.5 full weeks in the minor leagues.
In Gwinnett? Why would you? He was, I think, 2 for 3 with it. He's hit a home run, I believe. He had a absolute rocket of a double last night. I was watching the highlights of that. I mean, if he has a good week and a half in the minors.
Yeah, there's just no point. I mean, it would be one thing if he was young. Not that he's not still kind of young, but it'd be one thing if he was a kid. But he's been a professional for a long time
He's
now.
a former MVP.
Yeah.
It's just at this point,
bring him up and let him get comfortable against the actual pitching he's going to be going against.
Yeah. This is just he's stretching basically.
Yeah. If it was spring training, he would be. He would probably over the course of 2 weeks get the same amount of at bats in this than he would in spring training. So what's the fucking difference?
Right.
Just bring him up, let him hit.
Yeah. I would like to see him back before the end of May and just get rolling. Before we keep going, we do have some sponsors. First up, our title sponsor across the network, Omaha Steaks. Talking meat. What are you eating from Omaha Steaks right now?
This morning I ate a ribeye and some bacon.
Nice.
Although the bacon was my own, but I smoked myself. But yeah, I ate a big ass ribeye from Omaha Steaks last night. Another ribeye. I had a ribeye and a fillet last night.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not huge.
Yeah. The fillet's a nice little fillet's an appetizer.
Yeah. It's a side steak.
Yeah. It makes sense. Right now at omahasteaks.com, you can go and give your dad an incredible Father's Day gift, the Heartland quality he deserves. Our listeners get an extra $35 off with the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout. Right now is the perfect time to give this Father's Day gift. That's what every dad wants. Doesn't want tie, doesn't want fucking socks or whatever. Meat. Give the man some meat that he can grill, that he can go. He doesn't want to be away from his children, but let him outside. Let him outside to grill some steaks, grill some chicken. All their meat's great, by the way. The smash burgers, the chicken, pork. Did you say you got pork chops too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is just it's like every time I'm on that website, I feel like a kid in a candy store, just picking out glorious things to eat.
Yeah, they've got so much stuff.
Even their, they've got desserts and seafood. Even all.
Oh
of it.
Yeah, they have everything.
Yeah, all of it is awesome. Don't even bother with the grocery store. Just go get, I guess, bread and veggies and wine at the grocery store.
Actually, I think they have a wine club as well.
Do they?
Yeah. Well, I got I don't know if it's them or if it's a partner thing, but there was a card in my last shipment that had a sign up for like a wine club that paired with the stuff.
Oh, nice.
Which is super dope, by the way. I don't know that I've ever seen somebody do that before, where it's like, oh, your next order is going to be these cuts of meat. Here's some wines that go with that meat.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, like, absolutely. Sign me up.
Save me some time.
Dude, Omaha Steaks has you covered left and right. It's been America's original butcher since 1917. It's family owned for over 100 years. And again, you can get just pretty much anything you can think of. You can get there. And it is all absolutely elite quality, delivered right to your door. This is the perfect Father's Day gift. And again, you will get an extra $35 off at omahasteaks.com with the promo code DBSports at checkout. Go to omahasteaks.com. Next up, we got MyBookie. MyBookie.com. It's where we make all of our picks. It's where we make all of our bets on anything, whether it's golf. We got the PGA Championships going on right now. How are you doing?
Yeah. Hovland's in the mix. He's at 3 under. Leader's at 6. Max Homa currently going off. He's 6 under on the day, 4 under for the tournament.
Is he Spanish?
Max Homa?
Yeah.
No, very, very white.
Yeah, I know, but like, is that an Hispanic name, Homo? Isn't it?
I don't think so.
I thought it was like Portuguese or Spanish or some shit.
No, he's like very white.
That doesn't mean anything.
Just like Cali, bro.
It is Polish.
Oh boy, get him.
Yeah.
Nobody tells Polak jokes anymore, by the way. Did you notice that?
No, we do.
Who's
Sophomore
we?
History does.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys do? Well, God bless.
Yeah, we won't ever stop doing
Yeah, I don't see why you would.
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, it's such low-hanging fruit.
Again, my favorite Polish joke of all time is the Unabomber was not a terrorist. He was just horrible at sending packages.
Yeah.
Because he's Polish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Good at math, bad at packages.
Yeah, just a Polak who doesn't know how to mail things right. MyBookie.com. Again, use the promo code DrinkinBros to double your first deposit up to $1,000. You put in $1,000, you get $1,000. You put in $50, you get $50. Anything in between, 20 even, you get 20. I don't know. But first deposit doubled up to $1,000 with the promo code DrinkinBros. And if you're a regular player at MyBookie, you're part of the MyBookie Plus rewards program, which has a lot of cool features, including exclusive bets and their rakeback program, which if you have a bad week, bad weekend, whatever, they'll toss you a little money back. Say, hey, thanks for playing. You're a valued customer. Here's a little bet on us. Go crazy. And like I always say, take that. You're not going to give you all the money back, but take that little piece they give you back and put it on a big fat fucking parlay and win it all back. It's free money. Just go fucking bananas with it. And we are going to make our picks right now on the weekend games, and we're making them from mybookie.com. I have not checked the schedule for the weekend yet, actually, so I don't know what I'm looking at game-wise. But the Marlins aren't playing the White Sox, so there might be some...
Well, they're playing the Rays, which is not much better.
Yeah, that's fair. What do we got here? Oh, it's still on Thursday's scores. There we go. Sox, Cubs. Love that. Although the White Sox are above 500 since Pope Leo was crowned
Interesting.
king of everyone.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned.
Not me.
You will bow. You will kiss the ring.
I'll pull that dude's lungs out through his ass. And all the rest of you fucking Catholics. I'm actually I'm dabbling in Norse paganism now because it just seems to be for my genealogy and my attitude. It seemed to be the most appropriate.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
Listen up, Dan. We steal a lot from the pagans.
You mean everything?
Yeah.
Like all your holidays, for example?
Don't worry about it.
But to be fair, paganism was the dominant religion on earth.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Like the Germanic tribes up north where I come from, Rome, Greece, everybody.
Yeah.
It was all pagan, so the fuck. Anyways, there's some good series this weekend. That Mets-Yankees series is actually going to be pretty good.
That's going to be a fun series. I don't know if I'm going to bet it. Because
the games are just so close, man. All that, like they matched up at the right time. The Saturday game, White Sox Cubs, I'll probably take the Cubs because Burke has looked like shit this year for the White Sox, and the Cubs at home with Boyd, who's pitched really good at home. That's a no-brainer for me. But who knows, man? Maybe they got that Pope dust magic.
Dude, you can't rule it out. Pope Leo is an avowed White Sox fan. It still cracks me up that he was at that World Series game. Just around, I assume, like the drunkest, grossest people in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like you aren't.
He was probably drunk. He was probably on meth.
He was drinking. He was absolutely.
Yeah, he was drinking wine.
Yeah.
The sacrament. He was baptizing people in the stands.
$35 glass of red wine.
Yeah.
Just a nice Merlot at the ball game. I'll take the Sunday games today or for the weekend. I don't care that Paul Skeens is pitching for the Pirates. Give me the Phillies. They have Sanchez going, who's been good in his own right, and the Pirates are just not gonna win. Skeens is 3-4. I don't trust that. Even if Skeens pitches great, I don't trust them to win that game.
How long is he a Pirate?
As long as they can keep him.
But we said that about Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
I mean, Skeens is
a Dodger for sure.
Or Astro or Yankee, right?
Yeah, those are the three choices.
Maybe Boston, if they decide to start spending money again.
They don't spend money.
They did. Well, they did it a little bit more this past year than they have. So maybe they're coming back. I don't know.
God forbid he's a Met.
That ain't going to happen.
He won't. I mean, they have the money. I would almost prefer him to be a Met than a Dodger at this point.
Yeah, that makes him irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly. The Mets will find a way to fuck it up. The Dodgers typically don't, or at least when they fuck up, it is very, very late in the season, and after they've eliminated the Braves usually. It's the Mets though. Yeah, that's not a problem. For the Sunday games, I like the Phillies over the Pirates. I like the Orioles over the Nats. The Orioles have been terrible, but they're still a talented team, and they have Eflin on the mound. I like the Rays over the Marlins. Quantrill's pitching for the Marlins. He's been bad. The Rays pitcher isn't great, but I don't care. Whatever. The Marlins are terrible. Cubs over the White Sox. No problem there. Giants over the A's with Verlander on the mound. Dodgers over the Angels. No problem. Don't care. D-backs are playing the Rockies. That's a good series to bet all weekend. And that's it, actually. The other ones are kind of tight. I like the Phillies over the Pirates, the Orioles over the Nats, the Rays over the Marlins, Cubs over White Sox, Giants over A's, and Dodgers over Angels, and D-backs over Rockies for that Sunday parlay.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Saturday games. I'm going to take the Cubs. This is a 8-game parlay that I'm going to bet. Cubs over White Sox. Boyd's pitching at home. He's good at home. Tigers on the road against the Blue Jays, who have been mediocre, but the Tigers have been great this year. And
we should apologize to the AL Central because
it's been good.
They have 3 legitimately good teams right now. I think the Twins are on an 11-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Currently, the Royals are a great team, and the Tigers, I think the rebuild's over.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I mean, they might need a couple of pieces, but they're looking good. So, Tigers, Phillies over the Pirates because Wheeler's going Saturday. He's not going to lose. Rangers over the Astros at home. They got Tyler Mahle pitching. He's been lights out all year. Royals over the Cardinals. Mikolas is
awful.
I mean, he's against bad teams, he's good. The Royals are not a bad team. Diamondbacks over the Rockies because that's not a real team. Zach Gallen's been touched up pretty decent this year, but not against the Rockies.
By the way, the Rockies' worst record in the majors since 1901.
Jesus Christ.
Just the Ottoman Empire still existed.
Yeah.
The last time a team was this bad.
Omaha Steaks didn't exist.
No, they didn't.
They were hanging out in World War I. They're like, you know what? We need steaks.
Yeah. They're like, this is bullshit. I want to eat a steak.
Yeah. And Heinz 57 was started during the Civil War.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe we need to start more wars to get better steak stuff.
Get good food. Yeah.
Padres over Mariners. Nick Pavetta's going. Been great this year. Mariners offense is bad so far. And then this is kind of a long shot, but I'm taking Dodgers over Angels, even though Anderson's pitching for the Angels. He's been good this year because it's Clayton Kershaw's season debut.
Oh, at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I assume
so. That one's a bit of a long shot, but
you get decent. I mean, I assume they'll be favored, but
maybe I don't know.
It'll be about as close to even odds as you can get on the Dodgers.
Tyler Anderson's got a 2.58 ERA with 106 WHIP this year.
Yeah.
So I don't know how well they hit lefties, but I know they've got Muncy and Ohtani in the lineup. So TBD. I'm gambling on Kershaw's going to come out with full of piss and vinegar.
Yeah.
So that's it.
All right. Those are our picks. We make them on mybookie.com. We'll be back to you. I think not. Or yeah, we'll be back. We'll do it next week, but
sometime, not on Friday.
Yeah,
though, because we'll be. That's Memorial Day weekend. We'll be off from everything on Friday.
Yeah. So we'll catch you sometime next week. For Dan Hollaway, I'm Rob Fox. Go Braves.